Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do the fuel pump on the Mustang as we progress along in the AMR build, installing turbo and all that good stuff. But this video will help provide information if you're just simply changing the fuel pump in a 2010 to 2014 Mustang V6 3.7. So let's go ahead and get to that. So when changing out the fuel pump on a 2010 to 14 Mustang, the first tip I can give you is make sure to run your gas tank as low as you can. Being you do have to take out the back seat to access it. If you have over 1/4 of a tank, when you pull that cap, it is going to make a mess under your car. So first thing you're going to need to do when you're going to change the fuel pump is we need to disconnect this battery terminal, negative, which is a 8mm. And we'll just set that off to the side. So in removing the back seat, you've got a little tab right here on both sides. Push that little tab, and that's actually going to allow you to pop the seat up. And then just simply pull that out.
There it goes.
Alright, so to get to the fuel pump, we've got this cap right here we're going to pull off. You got your fuel line, and you also have this little clip here. You got to slide this clip right here out of the way. And that's unplugged. Now we can set that out of the way. And then this also has a little clip in it that you have to slide out. Here. And that guy comes out. And with these Ford ones, you just push down, push that clip in, and it just comes out. And we can just set that up in the top there. Now we got to take this ring out, and we also have to cut this here because Ford didn't make this to where this will come out of this hole. So we're actually going to take some shears and cut this right here. And do not, I repeat, do not use any kind of a grinder or anything that's going to create a spark, because that is fuel. So it will light. Alright, so we've got some shears so we can make our cut. We got a big screwdriver and a mallet, because now we need to pop this. Actually, we kind of need to clean that up. Let's do that first. Alright, so now that we got it cleaned up a little bit, using a little pry bar, just hooking it in there just right. It takes a little bit, but it will pop. And now, as I said before, they didn't design this to come in and out of there. So we need to take some shears and simply cut out a piece of the car. We're just going to take and bend that out of the way. If you don't destroy it, then you'll be able to bend it right back in, like so. And that will give us the room to get that out. Now, make sure you got a rag handy as you pull this out. As you can see, with the tank as low as we could, we don't have any fuel coming out of the tank. You gotta get everything clear, including the float. So, little side, oops, pouring it in the car, that's not good. So you got this little clamp here. Like I said, with Ford, just push down the clip, and that will pop off. Just drop that back in the tank. Remember to plug that back in. So now we're good. And we'll take this out of the car. And stop. All right, you can stop it. So we need to pull this apart to get the fuel pump out. So we got little tabs here. To pop on the sides, which can probably need a couple more little.
Okay.
Alright, so to separate this, we got these little tabs. We're going to just take this hacksaw blade and we're going to cover all these tabs with the hacksaw blade and actually kind of work them in there. So with hacksaw blades blocking the tabs, a lot of prying, what I found is gonna have to get in here and actually snap this little tab here. There's something right there. I'm out of the way now. There we go. So that is locked in there pretty good. You're gonna need to, we've already cut those. Undo the clips here. And it just comes out. And I say it just comes out, it's not easy. It's actually a pain in the bum. So take your time. I did take the float off because I was afraid I was going to damage it on this swivel. And there we go. Fuel pump is out. Now we did cut the main line here to the fuel pump. So that one there. And then the little one right here so that this would come apart. The kit that we have here does supply those. So we do have the new lines to replace the two that we cut. Because we're getting rid of this guy here and going to a more high performance pump. So the factory fuel pump, like I said, I'm going to a more high performance one. So this one is obviously bigger around than this one. If you're doing the factory replacement, then you won't have to make this modification. But because I'm going to a larger one, I have to take and clip that there and that one in there, which is going to be a little bit more difficult. And I have to do this in order for this to fit. And Race Auto Mafia actually does a really good video on this. So slides in just like that. And then we will trim off. We'll pull this guy out of the way for now. And then we're going to take a razor blade, which I have here somewhere. And we're actually going to take and just do that there. And that just comes right off. That's garbage. And then we've got just a little plug on this one here for the new line. But we also have to do this one, so we're going to leave that on there for the time being. And then just simply take and just like so. And then that one comes right off. So now we've got that part off. This one no longer needs. We are going to need to also do it on this.
Not too sure if that one just pops off.
So maybe we might be able to pry this one off, because obviously cutting it's going to be really hard to get in there. But we're probably going to have to. I don't want to break the plastic. Alright, we'll get that off and come right back. Alright, I want to make sure that we pull out the old strainer, put that with the stuff going out. We did get the little tubing off of there. We've got the new fuel pump kind of sitting in there. Make sure we don't get nothing in there. Got the new strainer. We're going to just put that on there. So we got our little fitting here. Put that guy, hopefully put that guy on there.
Did you put the spring back?
There, because I don't want to block the next hose. Is that right?
Good.
So there you have it, all back together. New high performance fuel pump in it. Now it's time to just put it back. Good. All right, and now I gotta go fishing. Because as I said before, make sure that you do not forget this. So just snaps right on there, not real difficult. Put in your float and just kind of wiggle it back in there. Maybe not as abrupt as that. And there we go. Now she's back in, sit there. That there. Line those up. Make sure they're all on. Let's see. Now when you're putting this ring back on, you'll see here, there's actually a little locking tab. So you want to make sure that those actually get into that locking tab so that this doesn't work its way off with vibration from driving. Now we can find our fuel line there. And we've got our little locking clip. Don't forget that. Sorry, we're running out of light. I think I put it upside down.
Mm-hmm.
There's that. And then we've got this bad boy here. Make sure you get on there good and tight. There's that.
Grab your hammer.
Oops.
Ah!
I just simply want to put that tab back. So that we can put this back in, and now we'll go reconnect the battery, and before we put anything else on, we'll make sure that it cycles.
Forgot the stereo.
So, as you can hear, it's cycling. Okay, now we'll just put this little rubber cap back in, which that ain't gonna affect nothing. And now we can put the seat back in, and we are done with this step. Well, there you have it. We're all done. You can see we did run out of light. Fuel pump's in, cycling good, and there goes the boy. Bye. If you like the video, oh yeah, I did cut my thumb, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos, so that you can follow along with the build of this Mustang. So we will see you in the next one.